What's up, everyone? Schneike's back with another Freaky Friday, taking place at WrestleMania 13. As you can see, coming to the ring right now, he's the man on the thumbnail, but he's not acting like him. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Ryback, sporting the shades of none other than the one, the only Bret the Hitman Hart. And coincidentally, look at it. It actually kind of matches his outfit. I kind of like that. It actually matches his outfit. It sticks on real well, given that it's not behind his ears, but Ryback probably has this big head, and that thing's being stretched. It probably fits on like a visor. Anyways, so we have Ryback, feed me more, saying to the crowd, "Hey, you recognize me? I'm your hero. I'm Bret Hart. Why don't you recognize me? Why are you yelling that you can't wrestle? You know I can wrestle. You know I can wrestle. Goldberg? Why are you yelling at Goldberg? He ended my career. Why are you calling me names? I don't understand. I'm going to talk to somebody about this. Who am I going to talk to? You. I'm going to talk to you, kid. Why are you running away? That kid's crying. He's crying for his mommy. What's going on? I'm going to get in here before someone yells at me. This is ridiculous. What's going on here? He hasn't looked in the mirror yet. He hasn't realized that he's bald. Anyways, speaking of Bret Hart, here he comes to the ring, a little bit more pissed off than usual. Pumping it up, feed me more. Boom! Wake up time. Okay, you don't hear it. Okay, you don't hear it. I was trying to be quiet. I wanted to hear if you can hear it, but yeah, you don't hear it. Bret the Hitman Hart coming down with Ryback's entrance, his move set. Ryback has woken up in a much smaller, scrawnier body, and I think he's kind of pissed off. I think he tried bench pressing in the morning and realized he can't carry as much weight. Beating that smaller chest of his. Boom! Are we gonna see that meat hook clothesline from the much smaller arms of Bret Hart? Who knows? You think Bret Hart is gonna apply that sharpshooter onto Ryback? And who knows how fast Ryback's going to tap out to this. And as you see in the bottom of the screen, we have a timer going off. We had numbers underneath their legs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an Iron Man match. And now you might be wondering why Ryback and Bret Hart. Well, that's mainly because Bret Hart, and I wanted to do an Iron Man match, and I chose these two specifically because Bret Hart, to me, when I think of Iron Man matches, I think Bret Hart. I think Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. I know Michaels has been in a couple, so I could easily have put him in there. But this is obviously the best technical wrestler in the world up against someone who is not known for his technical wrestling. You can say that about John Cena, but look at this. This is all a power game right here. Slamming Bret Hart's head down into the mat. You can say like John Cena can't wrestle, but let's be honest. When it comes to just doing physical moves, it's all about Ryback. He doesn't know technicality if it bit him on the butt. But I don't even know if technicality is properly used. But when it came to so that's Bret Hart. He's an Iron Man. But when it came to Ryback, he is the Minute Man. If you get my drift. In the beginning, actually, he would be taken out by Shield because he's huffing and puffing for so long that he actually would need to be taken out so he can lie down and regain all that oxygen. So that's why I chose these two guys. As Ryback hits a huge belly-to-belly overhand suplex, just tossing the much bigger frame of his body. And he is using speed now to his advantage. I guess Ryback's thinking, man, I'm smaller, I'm faster, I can be a technical wrestler. I just don't need to be in my own body. As Bret Hart now uses Ryback's strength to his advantage. And a big clothesline. And big enough to knock him off his feet as you saw him float back up. That was weird. Anyways, so there's Bret Hart now using some of his technical skills and Ryback's muscly body to hit. Oh, what a big just thrusting body attack by Ryback. I think these guys are adjusting slowly. I think Ryback's taking advantage of the speed. Bret Hart's taking advantage of the power. And now Ryback going for a weapon because he's a dick like that. He's a bully. And Bret Hart immediately takes the chair back, but it's to no avail. I don't think Ryback can actually connect. He can't really connect very well. As Bret Hart drops that signature elbow right on the chin across the cheek of Ryback. And this is going to be for half an hour. Because I'd be damned if I get another short match like that Jake the Snake Orton match. That was terribly short and slow. And I want this to be action-packed. I want weapons and tables and... Oh! As Bret Hart uses that power game once again just to toss Ryback out of the ring. Now, Bret Hart picks up a chair of his own, the chair this time, but Ryback takes it away. And these guys are just playing tug-of-war with his chair. Neither of them could actually land a decisive blow with it. They're just pulling it away from each other faster than I can talk about who picks it up. As Ryback now hits Bret Hart a couple times. One on the back of the head, one on the back of the ass. And Ryback apparently fine with getting a count-out victory. As you see the float-over neck breaker from Bret Hart. Bret Hart still has the advantage of his mind. He is sharp as a tack. And his technical skills come from him being a technical genius in that ring. But now he has the advantage of Ryback's strength. So that's a perfect combination right there. Oh! As Ryback just hits Bret Hart square in the noggin and busts him open. And another hit right on the forehead. Oh my God, as the people in the front row can see through the old barricade and what apparently looks like a bedsheet from WrestleMania 13. Now Bret Hart using that strength to throw Ryback into the steel steps, the old school steel blue steps. I chose this arena because I believe I saw Bret Hart had the WrestleMania 13 attire, so I'm assuming this is one of his major matches is in here. As you can see, a big belly-to-belly suplex after that headbutt by Ryback. And now Bret Hart's a little upset. Is he comebacking? I don't think he has a comeback. Ryback has a comeback, that's for sure. Bret Hart does not. As you see, a big tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from the stronger Bret Hart, who drops the leg across Ryback's chest. And now we got a big DDT. Wow, there's a flat-out face-to-face. How do you do? And a DDT. As now Bret Hart works on that arm. Maybe he's working on the arm to tenderize the meat hook clothesline so it doesn't hurt as much. But now it looks like a wake-up taunt. A wake-up taunt from Ryback, who flips Bret Hart over. Actually lifts him up. He lifts him up on his shoulder. He's going to march. He's going to drop down. Oh, I think that head of Bret Hart hit the bottom of the trash can. 1, 2. We got our first pinfall going to Ryback. I honestly did not think that. Ryback is a rookie compared to Bret Hart. So he has no experience whatsoever if you put it up against Bret the Hitman Hart. And he's also weaker in a weaker frame. Bret Hart's body, technically sound as it is, can't compete in strength-wise, so I am surprised. As you see, Ryback does have some technical moves in him. Oh, as his face has caught the bottom rope. I think he probably busted his lip with that. He's probably missing a tooth or two. And then you got a little snapmare counter by Bret Hart, who answers back now with a diving clothesline. I shouldn't say he's answering back if he was on the offense. But no, Dick Ryback stomping on his own dick. Technically, he's just put a boot to his own testicles. As you see, whoa, a flip over the head. Coast to coast by Ryback, just grabbing the neck and flipping him too. And a kick out last second by Bret Hart. As he catches the leg and goes for a dragon snapmare onto the steel trash can and flattens it. Precision aiming by Bret Hart, who goes for a punch with his shorter arms. And now he knows Ryback's strength, so he goes for a big belly-to-belly. These guys are going back and forth. I am still surprised that the first pin came so soon, but it was after a big, what was that? Muscle buster of his. So I'm not too surprised, but I am surprised at the same time. And now we have a table, as we see these guys ducking each other, but we had Ryback bring out a table, and now they meet face to face. Ryback throws Bret Hart back in the ring and gives him a elbow into the jaw for his efforts. Where is he running to now? That's quite strange. I guess he feels the youthful, lightweight energy of Bret Hart and felt he can go for a jog, mocking Bret Hart, who's probably exhausted. He's puffing, huffing, and puffing for air. 1, 2. We got 2 count. Yeah, I can't imagine Bret Hart is used to not being able to move as lightly and being so oxygen deprived in the form of Ryback. Now Ryback, yeah, he's on his back. Bret Hart, he's applying the sharpshooter. I didn't even know he had this in him, but he is applying the sharpshooter in a much stronger Ryback body, but Ryback is actually pulling his weight. He is pulling himself to the rope, and it's a rope break. Surprise, surprise, even though it's the ECW rules, I guess there's rope breaks apply. I didn't turn that off. I am surprised that A, Bret Hart had a sharpshooter waiting, and B, Ryback powered his way to the ropes. Kudos to Ryback for staying in this. He's going toe-to-toe with the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And who knows, if he beats him, maybe he'll become the best. Now Ryback is literally dragging the lifeless body of Bret Hart, who I'm assuming is completely oxygen deprived by now. But he goes for a sleeper hole nonetheless. Maybe trying to suck out the oxygen from Ryback. Not letting him breathe if he can't breathe. And he lets it go. I think he just held on too long, knew he wouldn't get anything out of it. Surprised he let go though. But a tilt-a-wall backbreaker is what he follows up with as he goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. He didn't work that lower back enough. But hopefully all these high impact moves will work his way up to another, big belly to belly. I was going to think he's going to work his way up to another sharpshooter, but now Ryback is regaining some of that control as he's tenderizing the shoulders and the back for his big muscle buster. Now they're just colliding. Oh, big meat hook clothesline. Oh, it didn't take a lot of running room, but he got enough momentum to flip Bret Hart head over heels. 2, 3. We have a 2-0 lead. Oh, my God. And we know he has a finisher, which I think Bret Hart might have just stole as a big belly-to-belly. And he goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, kick out. Wow, a lot of close call kickouts from Ryback. But he shouldn't have anything to worry about. For meanwhile, a big backbreaker there. He has a lead there, but Bret Hart tenderizing the back and going straight into a sharpshooter. Natty will be proud. And Ryback is tapping out. You can imagine his back is either in really dark yellow or orange, or red. But I think the whole Hart family, Stu looking on from the heavens above, they're all happy with that submission point. Now he just needs to get another one to tie the game. Big shoulder breaker. He's using that strength, that big shoulder advantage. Goes immediately for the pin. 1, 2. Wow. I think, yeah, the entire Hart family is staring at the screen. First of all, confused as hell. As Papa Shango is probably saying, like, that's me. That's all me. I did that. You guys are all confused because of me. But they're also cheering on. I think once they caught on the fact that they've switched souls, they're cheering on Bret Hart right now. But is Hart right now taking advantage of a lifeless body? Oh, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. You're just working the back, going for a pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not 2 3/4. Now Ryback sending Hart to the ropes. Oh, big Luthez press. Picking up, slamming that head. Slamming it down. Slam it hard. Yeah, you like that. You can hear the Goldberg chants in the crowd, which is kind of scary for Bret Hart because Goldberg is the one that kicked Bret Hart into retirement. So now he's probably looking over his shoulders like, oh, God, he's going to do a run-in. He's going to do a run-in, and he's going to tear my head off again. Or maybe he wants him to do a run-in. Maybe with his big, thick neck, he will be able to take that super kick that Goldberg hit him with and be able to answer him. Now, what's Ryback going for a submission of his own now? Ryback going for a submission. This is quite a surprise. Maybe Ryback knows he doesn't stretch as far. But I thought they were going for a pin. I thought the Hitman was going for a pin counter. That would have been nice. That would have been nice to do, THQ and 2K. but that's not an animation for that. As Bret Hart, what is he doing here? Oh, it's his hidden finisher. He driven the head, the neck into the mat with a huge spike pile driver. 1, 2. 3. Mr. McMahon is livid. In the background, he's like, what the hell are you doing? Why would you ever do that in this modern age? As you see the float over neck breaker, the lower back, now the neck. You can imagine the entire spine from top to bottom is just hurting like crazy for Ryback. Both these guys are real men because they're both wearing pink. Ryback with a little bit more of a purplish color. Ryback's body has a little bit more of a purplish color. But real men wear pink and slam each other's head down like chicks. As Ryback goes for a pin. 1, 2. Is this enough? No, it's not enough. It's not enough. You guys need finishers to put these guys away. As you see a knee straight to the gut of Ryback. And a snapmare using all that muscles, all the strength. Now dragging the lifeless body. And going straight for a sharpshooter. How many finishers does Bret Hart have? We're going straight into a sharpshooter. Feed me more sharpshooters, says Bret Hart. As Ryback says, no more. And Bret Hart officially takes the lead in this match. The first time he saw the lead. And Ryback is not happy. He's going for a bear hug. I don't know if he has the strength to administer a bear hug to a stronger guy. But he's cranking away at it. He's cranking away. And Bret Hart with a technical counter. What a DDT. Straight from being in that bear hug. Swings his hips. Catches the neck. Drives the head home. But now they're both on their feet again. But Bret Hart with a back elbow. Taking him off his feet. This match has been in the ring for the most part. And lately there hasn't been a lot of weapons. And once again, the third sharpshooter, or fourth sharpshooter? I think it's fourth, I don't know, third sharpshooter. And a tap out. It's, oh my God, Ryback is just, he's losing control of this match. He is in so much pain that just a second in that sharpshooter, he immediately taps out. I can't see the ref's count, so I don't know what this is, but it looks like a 2 count. It goes straight for a punch. I think Ryback's just exhausted from used to being exhausted. But he's lifting up Bret Hart. He has him. He's going for the muscle buster. He's going for the I'm calling him muscle buster because I can't really remember his name. Right. Fisherman buster, muscle buster. I don't know. 1, 2. It's going to hurt. 3. And now it's back to a 1-point game. 3-4. We have about halfway. We're about to reach the halfway marker. As you see a float over neck breaker by Bret Hart. He lifts up Ryback. He's going for another one. He's going for another pile driver. Oh my God, we might end this match early if Ryback's neck hits the mat in just the wrong way. 3, just like with what Owen Hart and did to Stone Cold Steve Austin. It just has to be a little lower than intended for the skull to meet the mat and sever your spine. Just break your vertebrae, and that match will be over. Now, collar and elbow tie-up after Ryback brought the stairs in. Ryback won it, surprisingly. I think Bret Hart's just tired. He's just too tired. We've gone past halfway, point of no return. 2. And it's a close match. And now Ryback opens up with a flurry of hits, but countered by Bret Hart, sending Ryback straight to the rope. No! Picks him up for another backbreaker. Usually follows this up with a sharpshooter. Is he going to go for it? No, Ryback immediately stands up, fights through the pain, gets back onto his feet, eats a knee for his efforts, and a big diving clothesline, almost like a meat hook clothesline. Now, Bret Hart dropping a leg. What's he going to do now? It looks like he's turning around. He's head straight for the feet, picks him up, and another sharpshooter. Another sharpshooter, and you know he's tapping out right away. I don't know how many sharpshooters and how many finishers he has stored up, but if it's a sharpshooter or a pile driver, it's over for Ryback. Now Ryback wants that lead to be narrowed down. He wants it and back in his control this match. As Bret Hart just takes him down, just grabs the leg and pushes him down, and Ryback hits with the full force of his body and his peeking nipples. They're peeking out of that onesie. He knows it. And he tries to attack, and he hits. He lands flush with the corner of the steps, knocking Bret Hart on his ass. And a big meat hook clothesline. He can go for the 1-2 combination here. If he pins him right now, he can pick him up and hit that fisherman buster. And the referee doing a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Now he went from 3 to 6 to 4 to 6, and he immediately picks him up into the muscle buster. I was right. I knew he'd go for it. He's marching. He's marching. He might land this on the steps. He's marching past the steps, and he actually lands it kind of on the steps-ish. I think he might have landed on the steps more than Bret Hart. 1, 2, 3. Immediately 2 points right after one after the other. The lead is still in Bret Hart's favor, but with over 12 minutes to go, anything could happen. You saw how fast that changed. Who knows? He might have another finisher in store. Now Bret Hart just collides with Ryback to knock the stairs out of the way, and he goes low, working those legs. You know those legs are hurting. The sharpshooter doesn't just work the back, but it also works the legs. And now Bret Hart, using his muscles, saying, I can pick up the stairs and hit harder, as all the ropes are being clipped underneath the stairs, and the stairs finally leaves the ring. All the ropes were stretched to the maximum capacity before. I'm surprised they didn't snap, or the turnbuckle didn't break off. Those ropes were pulled like taffy. And now Bret Hart is opening up a can of fists. And Ryback picking up Bret Hart and slams him down on the thin padding on the outside. The referee's counting these guys both out. If they're both out after the count of 10, it doesn't do much. But oh, big slam, and his leg lands on the chair. Oh my God, Bret Hart is warping. That is disgusting. Oh my God, he's not the only thing that looks like a Stretch Armstrong. Oh my God, or the ropes aren't the only thing that looks like a Stretch Armstrong. Looks like Ryback's just taunting his way. He thought that was the end of Bret Hart. He thought it was over, and Bret Hart stands up and runs back in right behind Ryback. Now dropping a leg after breaking the knee of Ryback. Oh, that was disgusting. Oh, Bret Hart was just twisting his body, doing some sort of crazy-ass yoga stuff. I don't know. And a big slam from Ryback, who's now in total control of this. He has just under 11 minutes to go. He can end this. Looks like he wants to. He's going for a Goldberg jackhammer. Goldberg. 1, 2, and a kick out. He doesn't hit it as hard as Goldberg does. But man, what a match. This is going back and forth, back and forth. We're about a third of the way left. And Ryback going for a big spear, but Bret Hart sidesteps it and feeds him more of his knee. Holy cow. They're both exhausted. But Bret Hart is yet to be busted open. Ryback has been bleeding too. Ryback has been bleeding since the word go. As he goes for the meat hook clothesline, but countered. Ryback got countered into a backbreaker and now into a camel clutch. Is he gonna? I think he kicked out. His back is just in too much pain to take any sort of submission. As now Bret Hart sets up Ryback for dropping a knee. Feed me more knee. Now Ryback has been eating the knee. His knees landed on the knee. His back has landed on his knee. His face eating the knee. Bret Hart has been using his knees for so long. And now he's going for, he's going to work this leg. He is working this leg. As you see a figure 4, woo, and all around the post. Or is it considered a sharpshooter around the post? I don't really know. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. The referee's counting, but Bret Hart does not care. Ryback sells it though. As he picks up Bret Hart. He picks him up, launches him in the air. He sets him up for the muscle buster. The marching muscle buster. Oh my God, he lands. He flattens Bret Hart. Bret Hart is laid out. I don't think he trusts Bret Hart to be knocked out long enough, so he picks him up on his feet, but I don't think he can get him in the ring. I think Bret Hart no-sold the muscle buster. As Ryback goes for a belly-to-belly suplex. You gotta imagine he's tired as heck though. And he feels the pain from receiving a finisher on the outside. But let's see if it's enough for a pin. 1, 2, and no, it is not. Wow, I'm surprised. I actually thought he would have taken the pinfall there. Collar and elbow. They're tied up. They're competing, and Bret Hart's muscles gets the win. Slams him into the corner. Big drop kick, and he moves aside. Big punch from Bret Hart sends Ryback. Ryback's Excuse me, Ryback sends Bret Hart to the ropes and now slams his head down. 3 big hits, slamming his head down. At the 8-minute mark, he goes for a pin. 1, 2, and he kicks out. 8 minutes to go. Ryback is still trying to regain that lead, knocks Bret Hart dizzy, but he doesn't capitalize. Bret Hart is wobbly on his feet, and he gets a chair. I guess he's taking advantage of the fact that the blood isn't pumping, is not circulating as well. But now that Bret Hart's recovered, he takes the chair. He says, "I don't need a chair to beat you." And he punches him in the face, and Ryback punches him right in the dick. And another knee to the midsection. A lot of knees being thrown by Bret Hart as he takes him down with a diving clothesline. 1, 2, and kick out. And a big punch. I think Bret Hart is just enjoying throwing a fist into the face of Ryback as often as he can. And now Ryback gets a submission point. Holy cow, I didn't think I'd see the Cobra Clutch applied. But he got it in there and it actually worked. I think Bret Hart's just too exhausted. As Ryback goes, he uses that quickness of the Bret Hart's frame to get a pin, but it's only a 2 count as Bret Hart powers out of it. Whew, half an hour of talking. This is working me up. 1, 2, and oh god, he kicks out. Yeah, I need a drink of water. And a big meat hook clothesline onto the chair. I think Bret Hart's dead. That was the biggest meat hook clothesline in the match. Onto the chair. The pin's on the chair. 3. That chair's going crazy, and he ties up the match and picks him up immediately. He picks him up immediately. It's 4 steps. Clothesline, pin, fisherman buster, the muscle buster, pin. 1, 2, 3, and now Ryback has took the lead back. Wow, what a turn of events. He had to close the gap, and then now he took the lead. And Ryback is in control of this match. Bret Hart's a little bit pissed off, going for kicks in the gut. And he's going for that vicious pile driver. Oh, driving it down. That move was banned for a reason, kids. 1, 2, and it's going to be tied now. 3, yes, it's tied 8 for 8. Wow. This match is going crazy in the last few minutes. Big backdrop from Ryback. And Bret Hart just stands right back up. You can see he's huffing. He's trying to get that air in there. You can see he's gasping for air. And he eats a sledgehammer to the gut and one to the side of the ribs. You know he can't breathe well after that. You know he's going to be affected from this. Couple of big chops, but he blocks it. What's going to happen here? Bret Hart using that muscles to throw. No, he fakes it again. A backbreaker. Does he have another one? Another sharpshooter stored up, or is he going to go straight for a pin? I think he has another sharpshooter. He does. He does. He's going to apply it, and you know Ryback's going to instantly tap out. Ryback's instantly tapping out. He doesn't want to. You can see the pain on his face. He doesn't want to. I don't know what hurts more, the sharpshooter or the fact that he just lost the lead once again. And that big headbutt. Oh, my goodness. This match is going back and forth. Ryback just takes a boot to the face. We got a sleeper hold applied from Bret Hart. Working that neck, that injured neck. And now he has a 2-point lead. He has a 2-point advantage. He's in double digits while Ryback is like, I have to get back into this. I have to get into it before it's too late. And not a moment's rest. Bret Hart. Oh, big suplex onto the chair and the sledgehammer. Kind of. A little bit. We'll count it. We'll count it. Every time I see a gap of space between them, I'm expecting Ryback to run at him with that big clothesline. That seems to be hurting just as much now. In the beginning of the match, I can imagine the clothesline. Oh, big belly-to-belly onto the chair and sledgehammer. I can imagine a clothesline that, and while they're still fresh, not hurting as much. That meat hook clothesline. But now they're exhausted. Any slight hit could change the tide of this match. And what's Bret Hart going for now? A big neck breaker. Snaps the neck. Lands on the mat. Oh, Ryback is feeling that. Ryback is feeling that. 1, 2. Oh, my goodness. And a big elbow just knocking Bret Hart silly. But Bret Hart going for the suplex got countered. I'm surprised. And a wake-up taunt by a very, very angry Ryback. Finish him, he says. He lifts him up. He marches. He marches to the beat of his own drum. Feed me more. Slams him down. And Bret Hart is laid out. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3 with just over 3 minutes left. It's down to a 1-point gain. He has to tie this, and he has to get the extra point before this ends in a tie. How disappointing would that be? Come on, guys, don't end this in a tie. I don't need that crap. Not after the last Freaky Friday episode. It was kind of disappointing. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Ryback going for a pin. 1, 2, and he kicks out. Bret Hart kicks out. Chops, punches, a counter from Bret Hart. Goes into a sleeper hold. A sleeper hold, simple sleeper hold. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. It's again a 2-point gain. It's a 2-point game. Ryback, you have to go for any submission point. Any submission. You have to break Bret Hart's joint. At this point, it doesn't really matter what you do. Just hit him with a submission. You can arm wrestle him, or excuse me, not arm wrestle, thumb wrestle him and pin his thumb down. That was my joke. I mess up. All this talking, all this high impact, high adrenaline action here. Oh my God, it's send me for a loop. I don't know what the words are coming out of my mouth. We're under 2 minutes now. I'm exhausted too. And a big meat hook clothesline. Could this be the 2 points that Ryback needs? It's a 4-step combination. Clothesline pin. Muscle buster pin. 2. It's slow motion. 3 to add to the drama. It's 10-11. 1-point game. What's he doing now? Why is he throwing him out? I think he's buying time. He knows how much time he needs for the muscle buster. He knows how much time he needs for the buster and for the pin. Now he's just buying time because a minute and a half is a lot of time for anything that happened. Bret Hart can throw a submission, and he's smart. He's wise. He's doing it on... Why is he going for the finisher on the outside? I will not know. But he really wants to hurt Bret Hart right now. He's marching. He's marching for the crowd, marching for the audience. Half of them aren't even looking at the action in front of them. They're looking at the Titantron. And now Bret Hart is laid out, and now he has to pick up Bret Hart. Oh, my God. Why did Ryback do that? I think Ryback took one too many hits to the head. One too many pile drivers. He has no idea what to do now. He's wobbly on his feet. We're at 7. He just regains consciousness, and he's back in the ring. That right there, that decision probably cost him the match. I can't imagine. Unless he has another finisher staved up. I don't think a drop toe hold is going to get you a pin, sir. I don't care if it lands on the handle of the 2. Yeah, sledgehammer or not. No. You should have went for the buster in the ring. You fool. Oh! A submission! This could tie it up! This could... Oh, why are you doing this now? Why did you do this now? You should have went for the buster pin and then the submission. Oh, I think Bret Hart might fight his way out of it. He fights his way out of it! Holy cow, we're still 1-point game. With only 20 seconds left in this match, we're still at a 1-point game. Bret Hart doing long animation moves to buy time. He goes for a pin because you know he's gonna waste time. 1 count. Ryback could kick out of that, and Bret Hart knew it. It doesn't matter. Look at the big backdrop. Add insult to injury. 3, 2. Henry's putting him in the sharpshooter. This son of a bitch is putting the man in the sharpshooter to end this match. I'm losing my voice all over again. This is insane. Holy cow. Ryback lost to Bret Hart, who stuck it to him at the end. Oh my goodness. Finish it. Feed me more. Well, Ryback could not finish it. He made an executive decision at the end there to hurt Bret Hart even more by hitting him on the outside, and yet doesn't capitalize. I don't know why he did. How could he capitalize that? He had to pick the man up and bring him back to the ring. That was the worst decision he could have done, as Bret Hart just out of spite slaps on that sharpshooter. I'm assuming Ryback passed out at the end there. That's why he couldn't tap out. Just like Stone Cold Steve Austin passed out in his own blood. But ladies and gentlemen, Bret Hart in Ryback's body beat Ryback in Bret Hart's body in a 30-minute Extreme Iron Man match. The Iron Man has defeated the Minute Man. And Bret Hart saying, "I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Now feed me more." Ladies and gentlemen, this is Schnikes and Papa Shango's Freaky Friday. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And let me know any more Freaky Friday matchups. I don't have too many left in the bag before I might even call this. I've had a blast playing it, but I'm looking at my list and it's wearing thin. So if you have any more great ideas, creative ideas, I don't want just Big Show and Andre, Ryback and Goldbergs. I want something unique, Edge and Christians. No, thank you. Feel free to use all the DLC roster, main roster, all the DLCs, everything. Whew, I am done talking. I can go live with the monks and be silent for a year after this one. Anyways, to the next Freaky Friday, to the next time, I'm Shnikes, I'm out. Thank you.